All right, hello and welcome. Bundle up and get ready for a casual Terraforming Mars run. Recyclon, always looking for opportunity to do Recyclon stuff. If you can get enough building tags, we sure have enough steel. Mohole Lake is an interesting one. This one gives you a microbe or an animal every turn, but hey, a heat bump and an ocean for 30 bucks, plus half a greenery. I mean, what's not to love? Rover construction makes me want to say screw all that and just play Tharsis, get $5 back on any placement, but we don't often get to play Recyclon, so like that's a reason for me to think, well, maybe we do it just for variety's sake. Mineral deposit for the Great Dam. I don't know that I need energy tapping. So let's take all this. I think Recyclon isn't even that wealthy to begin with, so that's something I am a little bit nervous about. Do I actually want to rush the Mohole Lake? I guess? I mean, we have so much steel on hand, right? It's really a question of where am I going to put the ocean? I don't need titanium. There's only a single steel pickup. I could get a card. Likely, I should go top left and get some plants to go with the fact that I'm already getting some plants and some plant income, and then double down with Archaea Bacteria. Next turn we'll have 3 more steel to put towards rover construction. Microbes that we get here, boom, Recyclon, baby. Now we can get plant income just that little bit faster, right? I think that works out really well for us. Let's go ahead and get a second heat bump so that we're set to go if we can get a heat bump lined up. Likely, though, I should focus on getting oceans next to get this Great Dam opened up. Snow algae is also a contender here. If I put this microbe out first, that gets Recyclon to 2. And then, boom, rover construction is another plant income. So, hey, I mean, we're doing the thing. Inventors Guild, we have the money to buy it and look for a card. I'll buy house printing. I mean, it's a building tag. It's more steel. What's not to love? We are ready to start getting some greeneries placed. So let's get at first an ocean. Leave this double adjacency for us. Deimos down. Love that. Topsoil contract. Every time we get a microbe, we get $1. Love that. Noctis City. I mean, building tags, right? So greenery up here first. Then topsoil? It's a little awkward because it'll get me $1 back, but let's look at a card first. No. Yeah, I mean, everything's a little bit awkward, but that's fine. Now we get $1 back if we play a building tag and get a microbe. This gets us a single $1, but I'm still $2 away from house printing. But that's okay. I think we still want the government to help us with some oceans. And that's okay. We're going into Gen 4. I have a lot. I mean, I would love to get an underground city, quite frankly. A Jovian Embassy, I think, is a little bit of a distraction. But it is a building tag. So, you know what? Let's do it. Maxwell Base, no. Remember, the cities also give us money back on rovers. So what I think we want to do the most here is spend $6 on Underground City and actually place it down here for the bonus ocean. And then boom, that's another plant income. That's more plants right now. House printing could give us $1 back, but I mean, snow algae also gets us a little bit of heat income, which we kind of need. Next turn we'll have 5 steel. We can put that towards things like house printing. We do have Great Dam as well, which is now playable, so we can use that for energy for something like Noctis farming. Deimos down also gives us a tile placement these days, and still 4 steel, so lots to love. But that gets us to the end of Gen 4. Let's do a quick audit. How do we stand? We only have 5 TR over the 14 we started with, so money income is quite terrible. But 5 steel does count up to $10 of value. So it puts us in the low end, though, right? The $15 to $20 is is where the benchmark needs to be. We do have some benefits, right? Microbes give us money. Rover stuff gives us money. That's fine. But what really sets us apart is Gen 4, 5 plant income. And that's only increasing as I get more and more microbes, which Molehole Lake is really helping us for. We did give up on picking up fish, which would have been a 1-point animal later in the game. So that may have been like a good points mechanism for us. But right now I think we have enough to focus on with our microbes. In terms of cities and stuff, we're going to be fine. One thing I'm worried about is our lack of heat, which we can get a little bit. Our lack of Venus bumps, which again, we don't have any sustainable infrastructure for it. But that's okay. I also need to get this heat bump sooner rather than later to get these free heat incomes. So heat and energy is very low, but plants are high. We have some points that we can go for with the fact that we keep getting very juicy plant income, which is nice. With 4 oceans, I don't think I need any more. So let's go ahead and start pushing Venus to unlock Venus cards. Like thermophiles, Venusian insects. I mean, ask and you shall receive. Algae's there as well, which is interesting, but I don't have a way of getting the last ocean for cheap. But give me those microbes. Let's go ahead and keep grabbing stuff. Mining quota, if I can get... I should be able to get mining quota pretty soon. Because I can Jovian Embassy. And I can get these Venus cards pretty quickly as well. What's more important, though, right now? Should I just Great Dam, perhaps? I don't have great ocean adjacencies to use the placement. So that makes me think of just going for Jovian Embassy to unlock mining quota as fast as possible. I do have quite a bit of money, so I could do both, or I could... There's not really a placement I care for other than maybe a card. Could always come up here for just a plant and stuff. There's a card in quite a few places. If I'm not sold on the placements, then that makes me think I should just go for the embassy, which gets us $1 back for our microbe, and then house printing gets us a plant income. So yeah, getting that Venus card played would be great. I just don't have that much raw cash and or titanium. Like, I'm really low on both. There's a nuke, though, which is nice. So let's take that, because that's 1 heat bump. Perfect. And then the nuke... I mean, there's so many places I could be putting stuff, right? Green right here. Venus is just out of reach for me. Venus tags, that is. Great Dam. Oh, it has to be adjacent to water. Of course it does. I didn't know that. I thought I had a free hand to put it wherever I like. I did not. Hackers, glad to see that one go. Okay, so let's hold on to a little bit of cash. Maybe play some Venus stuff next turn. But yeah, city spot here. Venus bump there. Venus infrastructure. I do love a cutting edge technology. Right, makes cards with requirements cheaper. I have cards with requirements I want to play that bump Venus. So yeah, cutting edge, thermophiles. Let's make sure that we have the microbes lined up. Actually, I'm gonna use my thing to help thermophiles get stronger. Lichen's worth buying, because thermophiles is very important that we use to push Venus. Forced precipitation might work for us, but I'm giving it a hot second. I think Noctis is quite playable. We get a little bit of money back. We get our plant income from it. And that's another microbe. I mean... 8 steel production. If it's a building tag, I need to pick it up because it's basically free value. We need a lot of heat, though. We really have not been gifted heat or energy surplus cards, so giving a little bit of a heat boost here feels really reasonable. Ganymede Colony. I really don't plan on leaning into Jovians. Advanced Alloys is incredible for our steel. Not that I need much of it. And a $1 Search for Life has to be worth picking up, right? Just to make sure that we have access to whatever whatever cards come our way if they have any requirements. Now, these cards work together. I don't need Advanced Alloys yet. I am nervous about Search for Life, so I'm just going to play it before I mess it up. A Heat Bump is nice. Yeah, Dirigibles and Forced Precipitation. Let's get some level... Oh, I wish I played them the other way, just so that the default would be to put the floater on what I want. And yeah, Thermophiles, we keep helping you. You, we keep helping. Yeah, greenery, right? Just greenery out. If more cities end up getting, you know, offered to us, that's fine. I'm not going to Search for Life because I'm afraid of destroying cards that we would really love to see in the deck, even though that's not really a well-founded fear. It's a fear that I do have. I don't have Titanium, so I'm not really that interested in these. Dust Seals is unplayable. If I need power, I will want this big mirror. Let's keep looking at the deck. $30 for one heat bump and a half worth of like energy and stuff spilling over is really not that hot, I have to say. Okay, so microbes. Again, microbes give us money just for having gotten them. Then floaters get us really close to getting the bonus TR. So then we come over here. And orbital reflectors, boom, there's the bonus TR right in our pocket. Venusian insects, yes, it's half-point insects, but it's also $1 per turn because of our soil contract. And let's start using our greeneries down here to pick up heat. Thankfully, we do have Deimos down. Unthankfully, we don't have any building tags to use our incredible steel wealth on. Another heat bump. We're kind of alternating between Venus and heat. Anti-grav. I mean, look, I'm going to pick it up. And domed craters, very nice. I don't know if I need energy per city. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess. But yeah, it's very unlikely that I'm going to get a lot of what I want there. Still, Advanced Alloys... Earth Office, just play them before we break them. Overpay in steel. Honestly, for a card, seems pretty strong. Get another microbe. Thermophiles for microbes. Advertising. I mean, I'm going to play it just for the sake of it. And then, yeah, we can keep picking up some heat. So that worked out pretty well. I don't have money back on events. I can get a couple extra dollars. What I'm trying to figure out is if I can play both of these. And the answer immediately is no, but... the answer could be yes if I use my dirigible as a dirigible. And that makes this price come down, Forced Precipitation comes up, and I still have the $15. I mean, this 5 heat will make it to... 5 energy will make it to heat before the end of the game, and I think I wanted energy for other cards anyway, so like... it just opens up a lot of things that our steel tags or building tags could work with. I'm missing so much oceans, heat, and everything. I'm going to pick an ocean this time. But yeah, there's an ocean event. There's something to use my steel on to get titanium, for instance. This is just as cheap as a standard project. This is nice. Magnetizer, I'll take that. I have energy now. We talked about that being good for us. So thermophiles. I mean, Venus is done now, right? If I get thermophiles next gen, and I don't, and force precipitation next gen, then I've completed the quest that is Venus. But then I have neutralizer factory. Okay, so I didn't need to grab this, but that's okay. Let me subterranean reservoir into a titanium mine, because that's pretty solid. And then I have to decide on whether I would rather, honestly, like, I'll just use a dirigible on itself and make this like $2. Like, just get that now. I don't know what I would put Deimos down on. But it doesn't really matter. Just throw it in, you know? A card here, probably. Imported GHGs, I mean, honestly, for $4 gets me the heat bump now. Probably a card. More Jovian stuff, which, I mean, is fine, but don't really matter, no. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more heat. Between that and the 3 heat here, I think that puts us pretty damn close. And now I'm gonna search for life. See, tropical resort. I would have bought that on a heartbeat. I have heat production I can lose. I've got a bunch of steel, and I like getting 2 points, but the game did not have it in for us. Yeah, let's search. This is great points, but I do not have enough money to terraform the whole planet right now. So no, thank you. Omnicourt, I mean, is worth buying. It gives me $1 back. It's free. This is a heat bump. I don't think I can afford it, but it is a heat bump. I also don't have the plant tags. If there's any chance I'm going to get to 63 TR, I would need to play a card like this. But I only have $60. I have $90 worth of steel, but I only have $60. So like this is just nothing, basically. Unfortunately. So play you. Play you. Put a microbe onto thermophiles for that last Venus bump. Heat bump is quite nice. Let's grab this card. You never know. Ecological zone. I mean, that would have been the plant tag, but getting a couple animals right now doesn't really matter. The placement bonus isn't that cute. Like $4 back is not really it, fam. So yeah, Aquifer here. We're just gonna maximize our TR here. We don't have standard project, so really it comes down to like probably the ocean being quite cheap right now because I can get a lot of money back from it. I mean, if I had any use for steel, right? But no, we'll go here. There might be a way for us to get enough plants for an extra greenery. The 63 TR is pretty easy, right? That's self-evident. I just need something, like a greenery. I have 13 plants, so I really do need to grab some extra plants up here if I do want a bonus greenery. I could do this one for money back. You know what? Fine. Even though I have a lot of adjacencies left. That gets us to 63. And then... honestly, I was going to do a heat bump, but if I do the ecological zone now, I can put both my bonus greeneries beside a city. So this is really worth 2 points instead of 1. As long as I get something for it. Right? Oh no. I can't count. I needed to get the double. So that was just a single point. I'm a dummy. Sorry, Boo. Let's search for life. And we'll resign with our 27 steel. But look, I mean, like, this is a pretty good run for... I mean, how much plant income did we get from cards, right? We got Archaeobacteria for 1. Snow algae and lichen, so that's 3. So I mean, we ended up getting 6 plant production, a lot of it quite early, because of our corp. I don't think it's that strong. I think Recyclon is in fact quite a weak company, but like, it's not that bad of a run. I know we lost, but it could have easily gone the other way if we just got some earlier events for heat production or anything like that. 97 points is sad to be so close away from 100, but like, I don't know. One out of 3 is bad, but I actually think this corp has potential. This is a pretty strong start for the corp, and it was still not great, so it is what it is. But you can get so lucky, man. We can get so many, translate energy into heat production, get more cities, get more whatever, and we had a lot of infrastructure that really would have made that work. It just sucks that that's not how the cards went. Even with 2 or 3 card draw per turn on top of the drafts, like, nah, bruh, didn't get it. See you next time. Ciao for now.